Pixxel from the Frag Dolls here, and today I'm going to give you guys my first impressions of the PS4 and Xbox One. Hopefully this will help you guys make your purchasing decisions over the holidays, so let's get right to it. First, let's talk about the UI. The PS4's user interface appears to be a pretty good improvement over the PS3's user interface. It's actually really similar, so you will feel right at home if you've been using your PS3 quite a bit. One thing I really like about it is how easy it is to interact with your friends. You can send requests, messages, party up really easily, and it's all very streamlined now. Another pretty nifty thing is that you can also link your PSN ID to your Facebook account, so if you want to, you can actually import the real names of your friends into your friends list, which kind of gives it a more personal feel. I actually really like this about it. There's also 3-column activity feeds, so you can see what your friends are up to at all times if you're kind of stalkerish. And it's pretty cool, but it gets kind of busy. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of, though, is the trophy system. Trophies themselves are freaking awesome. I love them, I like collecting them, that's great. However, I do not like that you have to sync them every single time you want to view them. Now, this isn't such a big deal to some people, but when you have your Facebook account linked to your PSN ID, every time you get a new trophy, you actually post to your wall about it. Now, what sucks is the only time it'll actually post to your wall is when you sync your trophies. So you're not actually getting the posts up there in real time. You have to go into the menu. So if you don't check them immediately, it won't be there. Another thing that's kind of a small pet peeve about the trophy system is when you go in to actually browse the trophies, it doesn't sort it by the trophies that you have obtained as opposed to trophies that you don't have yet. So when you're going through it, you can't really see really easily at a glance as to what you still have left to collect. So now let's talk about the Xbox One's user interface. The Xbox One's user interface is very different from the Xbox 360's interface. It's actually really similar to the Windows Metro interface. So I think what they tried to do here was create an interface that updated, allowing you to see what was most important to you and be able to access the things that you most frequently access. The problem is that nothing is ever the same. I'm not gonna lie, it actually drives me really crazy. Personally, I prefer my interfaces to be consistent. I like knowing where everything is at all times. I don't like it when things change on me. So maybe this is something that will grow on me, maybe not. We will have to see. One thing that I am a fan of, though, is how improved the achievement system is. Each achievement is now accompanied by an image, which adds a lot of flavor and life into your accomplishments. Another neat addition is that now people with maxed out friends lists can now have followers. There is also a new addition of a social feed, which will let you keep tabs on what your friends are doing at all times. As for the graphics, games look gorgeous on both consoles. However, the PS4 does output at a higher resolution. However, this difference will be less noticeable if you play on a smaller screen. For a more in-depth look at this topic, make sure to check the links posted below right in the description box. Now let's talk about built-in game recording and live streaming. The PS4 will record up to 15 minutes of gameplay. However, you can only upload these clips to Facebook. Built-in streaming to twitch.tv is actually pretty simple. All you have to do is link your Twitch account to your PS4 account. However, the built-in streaming feature has a few limitations. Your live stream will be output at a pretty small resolution of 960 by 540. While you're streaming, you must also play in a slightly smaller scaled-down version of your game. Also, sharing your face with the world requires a separate purchase of the PlayStation 4 camera. On the upside, you can use the included headset to stream live commentary. On the Xbox One side of things, game recording is limited to 5 minutes at a time. However, this clip will be put into your Microsoft SkyDrive account. Now, once you access this from a PC, you can download the clip and edit, chop it up any way you like it, and put it out on whatever you want. Unfortunately, built-in streaming will not be enabled until 2014. That said, my favorite way to live stream and record gameplay is still through the use of external hardware. So I suggest if you are also serious about recording your games or live streaming your games and you want the best quality, pick up an Elgato. So for those of you in multi-gamer households, being able to manage multiple profiles on a single device is pretty important. To swap accounts on a PS4, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is grab the controller that your profile is currently tied to and hit the PS4 home button. On an Xbox One, it's a little trickier. If you have Connect Auto Sign-In enabled, if there happens to be more than one person in the room, it can get a little confused. The Connect seems to switch accounts at will. It's very strange. Also, when you throw voice commands into the mix, it gets another layer of confusion added on top of it, and I have no clue why suddenly the account recognized is not my own. So one last thing I noticed about the Xbox One in the first day of using it was how long it took to download and install a digitally distributed game. So let me tell you a little story. I got the game Rise bundled in with my Xbox One, thank you Microsoft. However, it was still a digital download title. So I went to go download it. The game happened to be about 40 gigs, and I thought, hey, that'll only take maybe an hour and a half compared to download speeds that I get on Steam on my computer. Well, I was really thrilled to see that within the first 15 minutes or so, the game had highlighted and it said it was ready to play. So of course I launched it up and was greeted by a progress bar. And this progress bar didn't exactly give me any sort of numerical indication of how long the install was going to take. So I patiently waited, and then I waited some more, and I waited some more. And then about an hour and a half later, I got to play the first chapter of Rise, and I was really stoked. This was awesome. I was like, man, I can stream my game and download it and be ready to play. This is fabulous. And then after the first chapter, I was greeted with another loading bar. So I waited, and I waited some more. And then I went to sleep. So I have no idea how long this game finally took to download and install, but it was way over 3 hours. So being a PC gamer, I love the idea of digital distribution. I love just being able to purchase a game, download it, and be ready to go. One thing I hope Microsoft fixes are the download speeds, because as of right now, they are so painfully slow. So obviously, I can't exactly tell you which console you should buy, whether you should buy one, the other, both. I have no idea what situation you're in or what you're looking for. However, I do hope that my experiences in the first couple of weeks of using the Xbox One and PS4 have helped you come a little bit closer to your decision if you have not made one already. If you have made your decision and you do own one or both consoles, please let me know in the comments below what you think and what you have encountered on either console. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe for more, and be sure to follow us on twitch.tv/fragdolls because I'll be streaming some next gen.